All right, guys. So we're gonna start back now. So again, what I was just showing you all there was just that little playback. What you call it? Bar replay. I think that bar replay thing is amazing. So guys, it's one of the things I like about it is when you draw your support and resistance lines and your price reversal zones and your trend lines and you play that, it's so nice when you see price just respecting it and just histories. It looks really good. So guys, I think you should play around with that a little bit. Bar replay is awesome. All right, so we were looking at Euro USD. So the harmonic scanner said that Euro USD looks like a sell. So what I want to do, so this is 15-minute chart, so maybe I'm going to start at the 1 hour. Just going to look at the 1 hour and see what's happening there. So I'm looking at the 1 hour chart. Let me clear everything. Price is right here by the green line. Ooh. What is this? What is this? Let me not say anything. So price is right there by that green line. So what I do at first is start with finding support and resistance. I'm just curious, without saying anything, who's seeing the trade opportunity there already? Type, I don't know, 111 if you're seeing a trade opportunity there. Yes. Right, so what I do to start off, and all I did was look at the harmonic scanner. For those who did not know what this opportunity is, they could easily just take that trade and walk away. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is start off by finding support and resistance. So this is the 60-minute chart. So because the harmonic scanner is only 15-minute, I'm just working 3 time frames back. So I'm looking at the 1 hour now. So in the 1 hour, I'm seeing this as a very nice support area. And I'm looking at this here as a resistance area. I'm actually seeing this one down here as well. So basically all you're doing is finding areas of support and resistance first. Guys, support and resistance is amazing. Just that alone can make you money. Area of support and resistance. Awesome, good. And what I'm trying to do, if you see prices here, I'm trying to trap price. So right now I have trap price in this little zone here, this little area here. So the next step is, let me just go down to the 30 minutes and watch this a little closer right now. So on the 30 minutes, this looks like price is currently in somewhat of like a downtrend. It looks like a downtrend right here. But what I like to do is I like to find that area. I'm seeing, yup. So the first thing, if you watch this chart, so I don't know if y'all are familiar with this, what Head and Shoulders, what Brandon just says, but one of the things you have to look at first is the trend. So I know I said there's a downward trend here, but watch this. Let me do it from this point. So we're looking at where you see this dotted black line, that's where we're starting from. So we're looking at the trend. So right now, from this point, it seems like it's a upward trend. You have low, then you have high, then you have higher low, then you have higher high. Let me move this. Then you have a higher low. But I guess price did not make a higher high here. But then you watch this. Price just came all the way down. Looks like it made almost like 100% here. So what this This tells me after this upward movement, low, high, low, low, high, high. So even if I remove this part here, let me just remove this part to make it will be easier for you all to see. If I remove that part here, price came all the way up and then price came all the way back down here. So this look like price made almost like 100% move. Because if you watch as well, you see that blue line I drew, that blue line was an area of support. And it just so happens that price broke the support and it came right back down by that support line. So it made a full 100% move by that support line. So what we're looking for now, what are we expecting from this is this thing. So if I look at this, watch this. What I like to do is draw lines. So if I draw like, it's not as perfect, but I was hoping I get a perfect line. Okay, let me not do that way. So if you watch this, for those who trade head and shoulders, after you have that upward move and then you see that full 100% move down, so for head and shoulders, you're looking at this. One sec. I can copy this plenty times. Right. So for head and shoulders, first thing you're looking for is 100% move down. The second thing you're looking for is this level, which we call the left shoulder. This is the left shoulder or the previous high. So you're looking for that left shoulder. When you find that left shoulder, what I usually do is I usually take a line and just put the line right by that left shoulder. If you watch that line is exactly by where that daily resistance line was. So that black line is right by that daily resistance line. And what I'm expecting is price to come up, which is doing right now, come up at this point, come up at this area. Let me make this line a different color. Orange. Probably. Oh, what's going on with this? Right. So what I'm expecting is price to come back up, which is in the zone right now. And then I want price to go into a sell. It'll be very interesting to see what that point is. So let's see, this line, this black line, the price of that black line is 18527. If I go to the harmonic scanner, right now this scanner has a entry price as 18386. Let's see, 18386. If I put a line here, type in 18386. So is that red line? So right now, the harmonic scanner is predicting that if price is at that point, it's a good entry price. You can use a Fibonacci with the head and shoulder as a confirmation. You mean coming down like this? This is for Joshua. So guys, feel free to send the message in the for everyone as well, so I can answer. So when I'm answering questions, it'll be for everybody. So let me just finish this. So right now the harmonic scanner is saying by that red line it's a good entry price. What I'm thinking is that the better entry price would be at 185. I think that might be a good entry price, but remember, all of this is a zone. This is a zone. So anywhere inside there, I think will be a good opportunity to sell. Now, the next key is to figure out what is your risk. So this is like, the zone is like about 16 pips, which is not bad. And if you watch this area here, I want you guys to watch this area. See this little wick here? If you were to enter this trade, I would want you to put a stop loss that's just outside of that wick. So let's see, let me do that there. So now we're looking at a risk area. So y'all understand that, right? You don't want to put your stop loss at the end of a zone, because more than likely, price will come, hit your zone, and reverse. But if you understand that, just type 555. If you have a zone, you don't want to put your stop loss at the end of the zone, because you want to give price enough room to breathe. So what you do is, you could, if you want, you could put 5 pips away from the end of the zone. You could put 10 pips away from the end of the zone. Again, you just want to give price enough room to breathe. Perfect. So now I'm measuring the distance between this and this. This looks like 31 pips, which is fine. So if I come to the harmonic scanner, they are actually predicting 18696 as the stop loss. And I have here 18674. It's very close. It's almost like we just did the entry price here. We put our entry price at 1.18527 and a stop loss at 1.18674, which is not far off from this harmonic scan. So guys, this is actually a good trade, especially after seeing this little head and shoulder pattern here. So this will be like 30 pip risk. Let me draw. So this is something y'all could use as well. I'm sure y'all seen many persons using this tool. You could just put this by your risk area. Put this by your price. And I usually go to the neck. So this is actually, is that 200 pips? How much pips is that? That's about 150 pips down. So guys, in terms of this, the harmonic scanner is saying you could buy now. I'm saying you could buy now. You could just use a lower lot size, and then if it reaches the price of 1.85, then I think you could do another entry. So that's like 2 entry points you have there. So let me put that in here and then send the chart. Sell. Thank you very much. So let me complete this. Look for the left shoulder, and then the entry will be at the right. So you all understand what I did there, and this is more for the newer persons. Let me know if is there anybody who does not understand what I just did there in terms of the head and shoulder strategy. If you do not understand, type question mark. I want to make sure that everybody understands this. So no problem, I will. So I'm saying, so harmonic scanner has entry at 1.1838. 1.1838. I'm going to send this out to the groups. And then our trade house session, trade house entry, I would say 1.185 with a stop loss of 1.1867, around there. Right, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to go over this. Let me send this picture so you can have it while I go over it. Well, take profit will be 1.72, let's put 1.725. TP 1.1725. And look at this. Even the harmonic scanner has a similar take profit as what we just put, 1.1728. Very similar. So I'm going to go over this again, and then I'm going to look for another harmonic scan. And just see if there are any questions. This is on the 15-minute chart. This is a 15-minute chart. So guys, let me send this to you, and then I'm going to explain this once again. And for those who have their laptops or who are on their phones, feel free to put it in the chat room, in the groups. Right, guys, again, this is a trade straight from the harmonic scanner. So let me do this again. And I'm going to use a different, this is Euro USD FXCM. Let me use Euro USD Oanda, a different, same currency, right? So what I'm doing, so the harmonic scanner is saying that this is a sell on the 15-minute chart. So Euro USD 15-minute chart, and it's predicting a sell. So I went to the Euro USD chart, and I decided, you know what, if it's 15 minutes, let me just go back 2 time frames. So now I'm going to go on the H1 time frame. So on the H1 time frame, I decided to find my support and resistance areas. So I saw this area to be a very good area of support. Let me carry this up a little bit and change the color. So I like this area because I'm seeing a lot of activity where price touched and reversed, touched and reversed, touched and reversed. And you're probably wondering, why did I bring it up so high? Because you have so much pieces below. All this is just what you call an overlap. For those who've never heard of that before, there are 3 different ways price could respect or retest a line. Price could either touch it like this. You see, it's like a perfect touch. So we call this touch. Or price, it could be a gap like this, where price didn't quite touch the line, but it did reverse around the line. So this is gap, and then you have this here, which is an overlap, where price crossed the line, but it's still reversed. So you have gap, touch, overlap. You'll hear about a lot of it in JAMARC session on a Saturday and Monday night. I actually learned this from Justin Adams in Houston in November. So remember that, guys. Touch, gap, overlap. So that's the 3 different ways price can respect a line. And somebody could type that in the chat room for everybody. Touch, gap, overlap. So that's the first thing I did. I looked for a support and resistance line. I'm looking for another one here. I saw this one because price touched and reversed at this point. Price touched and reversed at this point. And we've seen a lot of areas where price touch and reverse up. So this was resistance, resistance, support, support, support. I even drew a line at this point because look, you have resistance, 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 some support right here. So I was looking at this area. Thanks, Joshua. So the next step is what I wanted to do is to establish, okay, what is the trend? So let me go on the 30-minute now. So based on the 30-minute, this look like, and I started at this point, just to kind of do a cutoff. Let's say I started at that point. At that dotted line is where I want to look at. So from that dotted line, it looks like it's an upward trend. And you can see it like this. And we all know what is an uptrend. Uptrend is a series of higher highs and higher lows. So you have low, you have high, let me do it. Low, high, you have higher low, you have higher high, you have higher low, and you have higher high right here. But if you watch what happens here, as price reached at this point, this was the highest point. What happened? Price just plunged all the way back down to that blue line. So what that told me is that price clearly doesn't want to stay up in that area. So price looks like it wants to go down. Even if I bring this down here. So it looks like price did not want to stay up here, so price came down. So you see a full 100% move down. Price went up, so this move and this move is equivalent. That's a full 100% move back down to that blue line. So when I saw that, what to do, you now direct your attention to this, which is like the left shoulder. So basically what you want to do is now draw a line by that left shoulder. Let me change the color to black. And what you're expecting price to come up by that line and reverse or sell off. So this is like a proper head and shoulder. So you're looking for price to come up to that line and reverse. So far, who's the person who asked? Is it Josanne? So far, are you with me? Oh, okay, good. Right, so again, it was an upward movement, low, high, lower, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. Then it made a full move down, a full 100% move down. So then we looked back at the left shoulder. We drew this black line here, this thick black line here. And basically what we're expecting is price to get back up to that black line and then sell off. Should the right shoulder form and hit the support, then go up, would you say another head and shoulders may form? Should the right shoulder form and hit the support, right, then go up. If it comes down here and then go, or you mean for this smaller area here? Looks like that, and that, if I see that, that's an even bigger confirmation that it might go even further down than this blue line. So what he's saying is, should price come all the way down, would you expect something like this? This is possible. This is actually possible. Yeah. So right now, so exactly like what we said. We said that price might turn at that 1.185 point and then go down in a sell. We said the stop loss will be somewhere outside of that long wick, and we said that might be, if I draw a horizontal line here, we said it would be like 1.1868 or something like that. Another thing that I learned in Trade House, I learned this from our leader Trevin. Any of you guys know that you could put favorites on top here? And how do you do favorites? So if you notice, I have trend line here, even though I was going here all the time. You notice I have trend line here, I have my horizontal line here, I have my rectangle, I have my ellipse, I have my fib retracement, I have head and shoulders, and I have my text right here. All you need to do to get that, and this is the little key things that can help improve your strategy. Well, I think it can help improve your strategy. I just like how it looks right in the corner there. When you go to, let's say, horizontal line, you click the little arrow. You see these little stars? When you click it, that becomes your favorite. So if I click arrow, you'll see arrow showing up right here. But I don't want arrow, so let me unclick it. So that you could also use that as a shortcut instead of constantly coming to the left here. How many of you knew that before? Actually, no. How many people did not know that? Type 555. I like the little things. For me, the little things make a big difference. So in terms of TradingView, we learn about the playback and we learn about the shortcuts. Right, so what I'm going to do, so we did Euro USD. Let me look for another harmonic scan. It is convenient, trust me. So let me look for another scan. Let me see if I see anything in GBP, because I like my GBP pairs. Let's see if I have anything in GBP JPY. That is gone already. CAD JPY. That's gone already. GBP AUD. Oh, GBP AUD hurt my heart this evening. I missed out on a beautiful, beautiful trade opportunity. But let me look at that. Is there any scan for GBP AUD though? Let me see. No? Okay. All right. So let me just look at GBP AUD. So we're going to look at GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Let me find another one. GBP AUD. Right. So looking at a fresh scan. Let me go through the whole process. So what I'll do now, guys. So in the interest of time, I'm gonna go through again the full confirmation, but I'm gonna do it a little quicker than I did previously, and see if I get the same bias that some of the people here are looking for. Right. So GBP AUD. Let me start off with the 1 month chart. So guys, I usually start off with my 1 month chart because I am a intraday/day trader. Don't have time to mine trades. So I just look for the long-term opportunities. So I'm looking for support and resistance on the monthly chart. So that's the first step, support and resistance on monthly. I need to stop clicking the side here because my shortcut right here. So looking for support and resistance, I'll draw something here. Let me carry it up a little bit. Right. Let me do one here as well. Good. So now I am going to go to the daily chart. Right, so we're on the daily and we're looking at GBP AUD. GBP AUD seems to be consolidating in this little area for a while. But I'm watching this. Here. Again, I'm just looking for support and resistance right now. Because if you watch support here, this was a little resistance here. If I bring it up a little bit, so this was a support, it became resistance here, then it became support again, it became resistance here. So now I'm going to go down to the H4, and let's look at the trend now. So I'm looking at the trend. Right. So if I watch this right now, so guys, you're hearing a lot of people in the chat room talking about possible head and shoulders. So this is what they're seeing. So if I take this line, let me put the color as orange. So we have low, we have high. We have higher low, we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. What's going on with my thing here? Higher low, higher high. What a lot of people are watching is this. People are seeing that price made almost 100% move down. So right now price is here. If I draw a horizontal line at the bottom here, so it looks like GBP AUD wants to come down. It could very well touch this this trend line and go up, or it could break this trend line and come and hit this support line right here. Because watch this, this was a resistance. This became a support. It might very well come back down and touch that support. Tell me, are y'all looking at this for possible head and shoulders? Is this what y'all are seeing? Is this what y'all are seeing? Joshua. Nice. Khadijah Jones is on the call. What are you seeing, Joshua? What time frame? At the top? Okay, at the top on H4. I see what you're looking at. But that is like a long stretch. So I think, Joshua, y'all are looking at this here. This? Yeah. This one is well, if this happens, then for sure I'll be taking the sell. If price finds its way back up there, definitely I'll be taking a sell. And the good thing about it, if it does do that and come down, expect another head and shoulder right here. So again, if you miss one, there's always another entry that you could take. So for GBP AUD, guys, let me take this off. There's a possibility that price could come. If something tells me that it will touch this trend line. I feel like it will touch this trend line and go back up. And if it again, if it touches here, you could take a sell. Let me just assess what the risk level will be. So right now, if price comes back up, we're looking at this area. So let me take my rectangle. You see this? You see the space between the head and the left shoulder? For me, that is my risk area. Where that head is and where that left shoulder is, that's my risk area. So let's measure that. Let me just go down a lower time frame. We'll see it better. So the risk, my risk is, so this is like 100 pip risk. So this is because of the time frame. It's a big risk. But you could the only reason I'm looking at that is because I think that if price comes all the way up here, there's a very good chance price could continue going up. That's just my opinion. But there are a lot there. But you could also do it like this, if you want, and you just want to trade that head and shoulders. If price does come back up, again, you could use 5 to 10 pips away from the left shoulder. Let's say this right here. So when price comes up, this will be a little area. The stop loss will be, let me change this line to red. That'll be a stop loss. So we're looking at with for 400 and something pips. This is why I had such a big risk area. You all see that? If you want to catch that, you have to leave price. You have to leave room for price to breathe. You have to give price enough room to breathe, because you might put this small little area and price might just be hitting your stop loss before it go back down. So you want to give price enough room to breathe. So this is only for people who have the account size to match this. Is there somebody who want to say anything? No? All right. Yeah, so this is a good trade, but like I think you'll have to have a very, 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 very good stop loss. Where price is at is a nice zone since it broke your black line. What black line? Chris? You mean on top here? The bottom of the head and shoulders. Right, so where prices is at is a nice zone since it broke your black line, the lower black. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What I want to do is also put this area, this line here. So this line was clearly a good resistance at one point in time. So let's look at this orange line. You see this orange line? You're seeing price touch reverse, price went up reverse, and price has been reversing in this area. Price just broke that orange line, and this was right after the news. So price broke that orange line after the news. Pull a zone from current price to the past. You need to give me a little more information there. Not quite. Yeah. So, Chris, just give a little more information there. Um, so I'll just continue to explain this part. You see this orange line that I drew here? This was clearly a good resistance line because we saw price touch here, reverse, price touch here, reverse, and price has been reversing in this area, and then it fell here before it broke it. Right now, let me just go down to 30-minute time frame. After news, price broke that orange line, which tells me the possibility that price wants to come retest this line before it goes back down in a sell. So all of these are stuff that you have to watch before you execute a trade. So right now, while this might be a good opportunity if price goes up, I think right now price for GBP AUD wants to continue down. Because if I just clear, let me just clear everything. Watch this. If I just draw support and resistance line here. Watch this. Price came down, bounced at this point, went up, it broke this line, and then it came back up, touched it, and then it went down lower. This is something that you will see if you just spend time to analyze your charts. If I draw a line there, if I carry that line there, if I carry this line here, you're seeing areas where price, watch this, price bounced up, it came down, but then it broke this line, retest right at that same line and went down. Touched, broke, retest. Touched, broke, retest. Touched, broke, retest. So what I'm saying, I'm thinking that, you see this little area here? Price broke this line. I'm thinking price is going to retest that line. And then go down in a sell. Most probably it wants to go and meet the 4-hour trend line, which is what I think most of the GBP pairs are doing right now. So it's going to go to the trend line and then it's going to probably go up in a buy. Chris, I'm not sure if you're still there because I wasn't understanding exactly what you're saying. So this is what I think. I think price right now for most of those GBP pairs wants to reach that trend line before going up in a buy. Is there anybody who share a different view? What do you guys think? What is the consensus for GBP AUD? I think it's going to go up a bit, retest, touch that trend line, and then shoot up in a buy. So it could do this. It could just come straight down right now, then go up, or it could do this. Right now it broke that line. Let me do it here. Right now it broke that line. It could come up and then go down. So right now, what is the bias for GBP AUD, guys? Y'all let me know what y'all think GBP AUD. Y'all think it's going to go up in a buy at the trend line, or it will probably go in a sell? What do you think? This is for like the Chris, the Ravis, the Joshua. Retest for sell, Ravi? Chris, what do you think? Nice. So we have mixed views. But I like Dwayne who signs. No one knows until we test. So what you could always do is this. You see that thing called price reversal zone? You take your little rectangle. You draw a zone. If price comes back into that zone and closes below that zone, I'm going to take a sell. Right now, I don't know if price will go up in a buy. Right now, you just need to wait. But if price comes back in this area, I am going to take a sell. But if price comes down to this trend line, I am going to take a buy. So from here to the trend line is like about, depending on where it reaches, like about between 50 and 100 pips. I don't know exactly when it will touch the trend line, but it's like about, let's say, average 80 pips. So guys, right now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what price will do. So just to recap, guys, Harmonic Scanner. Start making use of the Harmonic Scanner, please. Harmonic Scanner is free money. If you don't know what to do, just log on, click the Harmonic Scanner, and just put in the parameters if it's a buy or if it's a sell. Another thing, for those who are on this call and you are not in the Telegram group, guys, try to get onto the Telegram group. There's a Telegram group called Compounders United 100. I think it's 100 Platinum 1000s. Guys, just make sure and get on the Telegram group for Compounders United, because today a lot of trades was called from our servant leader, David Maloney. He's a very good trader. He's been sending his charts. Chris, that guy you're seeing who's chatting a lot in this call right now. Chris, he sends a lot of charts. And that guy is a beast of a trader. He's doing so good. So guys, that Telegram group, you're gonna get a lot of support, a lot of additional support to what you're getting in your individual groups. So make sure you're in those groups, because that's where you see a lot of corporate communication information, any trades that top leaders will send, it will be in that group. So get with your leaders and make sure that you are added to that Telegram group. I had the link, but I'm not sure if, let me see if David's not on the call. Usually I have the link, but since we changed the call just now, I don't have the link right now. But yeah, what I'll try to do is I'll put it in the chat room, and I'll send it to the different leaders, and they will kind of distribute it to everyone just to make sure that everybody's in the group, because it's a very good chat group. Even our chairman 100 is in that group. You don't want to miss any information from him. So guys, just a recap: get on Telegram, get connected. As the first thing, start using the Harmonic Scanner. Start using the Harmonic Scanner. If you don't know how to trade as yet, just enter trades with proper risk management, and you should be fine. Until you get to that point where you can analyze the market like what we're doing now. Harmonic Scanner is free money. Start using it. What's the name of the chat room? Let me get the name. Let me see if I can get the name. The chat room is, one sec. It's 100 P1000s #Compounders United. 100 P1000s hashtag Compounders United. What I will do again, I will send the link to all the different groups, and hopefully the leaders will pass it on to you all. So thank you guys very much for coming on this call. I know we had a bit of technical difficulties and it kind of changed the vibe of the call. But if you think you got some good information from the call, type 555 if you enjoyed it. 555. Yeah, and I just want to thank Chris, Joshua, Ricky, all the persons who helped. Euro USD in blue. Let me check. Euro USD in blue. I hear in Euro USD in blue. Let me check. Oh, look at that. I'm seeing a slight little drop there on the 30 minutes. So we might catch a little pips tonight with the Euro USD. So that's Euro USD blue, beautiful, and we got that from the harmonic scanner, guys. Harmonic scanner. So let's see. You know, the sad part. The sad part is while I'm doing this session, I didn't get to click buy. I didn't get to click sell. Oh well, at least you all get to benefit from this session. So again, if you enjoy the call, just type 555, and we will be here every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. just before a Daisy session. So guys, get connected to IML TV. Get connected to IML TV. Thank you so very much. Who sent it? This is Stefan. Okay, guys, Stefan just sent the link to Compounders United organization. Click that link and get on the Telegram groups. So, guys, thank you very much for coming on, and let's all go log on to a Daisy session. Oh, one more thing, guys. One more thing before I go. And for those who are here and the persons who left earlier, please pass on the information to all the persons in your team. I realize that a lot of people are being affected by this. Please, the key to this is to live to trade another day. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not, you don't want to just put a lot of risk and then you lose a lot of money one time. You want to be able to survive so you could trade another day. If you make a certain amount of losses today, lock off trading for that day and move on. Do something else. Get your mind out of it, because a lot of people are doing emotional trading. I don't like people trading emotionally, because again, you're just heading towards a downward spiral of losses. So have a trading plan. Know exactly how much you want to lose in a particular day. Know how much you want to win in a particular day. And when you reach that threshold, you just cut off completely, because you want to be able to trade another day. You don't want to keep losing all this money one time. So guys, use proper risk management and have a proper trading plan. Have a proper trading plan. Too many people are losing money and then they're going down this downward spiral of, okay, I just lost money. I want to try to make it back up, so I put a higher risk. No. Live to trade another day. Live to trade another day, guys. So thank you again. I just had to say that, because I know a lot of people are trying to make back their money, trying to do all of these things, but it's not proper risk management. It's not proper trading. You need to have the right mindset. You need to be positive. And if at any point in time you feel like you're just losing too much, walk away. Can I put that trade now from the harmonic scanner? Yes, you can. That's Euro USD sell. Let me check it. Let me check it again. I think, well, it made a big move, but I think it's still good for a sell, because on the harmonic scanner, Euro USD, where is it? 15 minutes. On the harmonic scanner, I think it's still within that entry area. Well, it just passed the entry area, but I think it's still good for a sell. So guys, you could take it, apply proper risk management. And guys, I hope everybody on this call have a nice blue week. Thank you again.